Hi, everybody, and welcome to the Bmore Baseball Podcast. I'm your host, Mike Bordick, and my co-host, Jerry Coleman, is not here right now. But I'll tell you this, he's probably not in Buffalo. That's a good one. Listen, this podcast is going to be great. It's going to be a weekly show. We're going to run for about, I'd say 40 episodes all through the summer. We're going to talk Orioles baseball. We're going to talk current affairs in the game. We're going to have special guests. We're going to have current players, former players, and maybe future players as well. Our first guest today, one of my all-time favorites. I got to cover him when I worked for Masson. I'll tell you what, this guy was the team captain. He led this team to three playoff appearances. He's a five-time All-Star, four-time Gold Glover. He even won a Silver Slugger Award. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Adam Jones. Welcome to the podcast, Adam. I hear you got some pretty interesting news coming up.
I do, and hey, I was able to sneak one of those Silver Sluggers in there. Mike Trout just came on the scene and just took it over for the center fielder. So I'm glad I was able to squeeze that one in. But no, some real good news coming from myself, and I think for the city and the organization is I'm going to be the special advisor and the community ambassador for the Baltimore Orioles. And what that entitles will be, hopefully being the right-hand man for our GM, and just trying to give some sound advice and some sound opinions. I don't know the other side of the game too much as being a player for so long. I think we were so caught up in one side of the track. I think this is a really, really good opportunity for myself to learn the other side. And then on the community side, I think I've done some great things in the community, and I want to continue those. My legacy in Baltimore, I think, was really good as a player. And I think going forward, it can be even better. And I said it to them. I said, look, I want to be around like Brooks Robinson. I mean, somebody who obviously within the organization was called upon for certain things, but then in the community was always so gracious with his time, always so loving. And I think that hopefully, I got to get my feet wet, but, hopefully I can get in there and learn from our GM and, try and learn.
Yeah, man. That is so exciting. I think that's great for Oriole fans to hear as well, because you're definitely a fan favorite. You played the game the right way. You played it hard and with great intelligence. One of the best athletes I've ever seen on the field, but the community loves you and you've always given back. So this is great. Nothing but positive news for the Baltimore Orioles. So I'm excited to see, how you're used and really what you can bring to the table for the Orioles. And nothing but good things. I know that.
Thank you. And all I want to be is a resource. Again, I've said this many times. The back of my card is done. I got 3 votes for the Hall of Fame. Say what you want. I think that was the coolest thing of all time. I'm not a Hall of Famer, but I think that was the coolest thing of all time. And, I just want to be a resource to the organization. And if I can be of any help to any of the players organizationally, hopefully they can give me a call and tap into me and try and learn something, or I can learn something from them also.
Yeah, you're a wealth of knowledge. That's for sure. Hey, I need to tap into you for just a second with your knowledge. So you worked with Jerry Coleman for a number of years, and I just got to know, how the heck did you do that? How did you put up with Coleman? And can you give me some advice, please?
I mean, it's if you don't know Coleman, you want to choke him, and I think people that know him want to choke him. So I don't really think. I just think he just has somebody just want to choke him. But what's crazy is working with him. The man is knowledgeable. He knows sports. He loves sports. I mean, that's his entire life. He does his research. He's not afraid to back up the smack talk. He wants to talk smack. You know that. Obviously, going back to what happened in Buffalo, he said that a couple of years, but it resurfaced. He's not afraid to talk smack. But I look at him as it's a good resource. He is somebody, obviously, you can throw jabs at him, but he loves the game. That's the most important thing I like about it. He genuinely loves the sport. Now, he's not going to be all brash and crazy. He might do Texas and things like that, but he knows that, making the Orioles look good, making Baltimore sports look good is the best option. There's too many people in sports now that just say this guy can and this guy can't. MFer, you can't either. Right. Tell somebody he can't. Coleman is, and I've tried to explain it to him. I just think he's really good at the promotion of Baltimore sports, and ultimately, that's what all I want to do is give our stories. The Baltimore fans know us personally through our years of playing and servitude in the community. And, that's the best thing, is just to give our stories. When you talk about going to Jimmy Seafood, you talk about going to Abbey Burger, like these are all things that people resonate with. Your favorite food spots, people are going to know Abbey Burgers and various things. So it's really cool when you're talking to the local people, because it's like going to the local bar and talking to the people at the bar. And that's how I treated the podcast.
Absolutely. I've been here since 97, man. I'm honored and love being a part of this community. And Adam, thank you so much for all you've done, and look forward to all you're going to give back. So thank you so much for coming on the show.
Always, Bordy. I'm around for you.